Let me inspect.
We're not quite pumped yet, but is it enough to breastfeed or no? Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we're almost 9 weeks out from Mr. Olympia, and we're coming at you with another Olympia prep episode because it's about time. It's about time to get on the consistent grind because we're getting very close. We're in the midst of prep, and I want to keep up with the series. I remember the last few videos were we don't have that much of a gap, but we have a gap in the timeline a little bit. So I'll fill you guys in on everything that's been going on in the prep and make sure we're all caught up and ready to keep the ball rolling in terms of content. So we just got to the gym. I got my intro workout from Max and Sledge. And honestly, I've been really, what's the word? Sensitive to flavors. So everything tastes really good to me. And this is like 2 scoops of Palm Product Hydraulic. I went with Fruit Kaboom flavor and a scoop and a half of EA's, a strawberry kiwi. And this is 2 of the sweetest flavors that they have. So I like to sip just a little bit and dilute it a little bit more. So I have more stuff to drink while I'm training. So that's a little cheat code for prep, you know, trying to dilute the flavors a little bit. Oh, it tastes so good. But you get more out of it if you dilute them. So a little cheat code. You mix it up, sip a little bit more. And fill it up through the little hole. Because that way you could get like probably 2 more ounces. And that way you have slightly more intra to sip on. And then you already get some of that pump product in your system before you even start lifting. But today we have shoulders, chest, and a little bit of arms on the menu. So we're going to run through this workout and I'll talk to you guys more about the prep, as I already mentioned. But you guys see on my wrist, I got a new Apple Watch that I picked up today. So I've been doing a little prep shopping. You know, a lot of bodybuilders get into like a little habit of prep shopping to compensate for the lack of dopamine you get from food. You want to get something new, something exciting, and it made my day. You know, I got a new Apple Watch and it was a nice sale on it. So it was actually cheaper than getting a Whoop or anything like that. So this will help me track my steps a little bit more accurately. I'll talk to you guys more about how I go about my steps and my cardio later in the video, but Apple Watch has made it a little bit more, you know, I've been good on it. I've been good with tracking without it, but Apple Watch can give me a little bit more accuracy with, you know, how many steps I'm actually getting. And in case I need to pull back or I need to add more, I'll have that variable to, you know, edit easier management. So apart from that, look at the cool Texas cow leather, what am I saying? Well, yeah, cow leather little what's it called? Lanyard? No, keychain, I guess. Yeah, Maddie approves. So I got this little keychain. So when I went to Buc-ee's yesterday and picked this up,
It by the day.
and then it goes pretty well with the little gift LV wallet that I had back from 2023. So that was a little gift from the company I was sponsored by at that time, Alphalete. And they gave me this LV wallet, so it's super dope. It goes pretty well with this. But now, Dark Sport's been absolutely killing it, so we're just going to switch it up the companies real quick. But look at this. But yeah, check out this fit. So basically, Dark Sport's been absolutely killing it with the new designs. They did the DS, well, I forget the exact name, but they basically did a thing where they drop new t-shirts basically every day for the last week. And some of those designs were super sick. I don't know if you guys got to pick them up. So they had a Dorian Yates collection, like, so Kevin Leroney was there too. They had, you know, Game of Thrones. They had, you know, they had Fast and Furious. They had a bunch of different collections, and those were just super clean, and they were very limited. But this specific shirt is actually from the Marvel collection that I got to be involved in shooting, and I actually came out to LA. Not LA, but it was called Long Beach, and that's where Dark Sport headquarters are. And I got to see the headquarters for the first time and finally get plugged in on how everything works on the inside of the company
and they absolutely kill it. They have great team, and you know, I couldn't be happier to be part of this drop. As you know, guys know, I love Spider-Man. I grew up watching Spider-Man. It was my favorite superhero when I was a kid. So being a part of that was you know, a dream come true for me. So that was a very fun trip, and I think I'm back. I think I've been back for about 2 weeks. Maddie just did her show in Chicago. We got back. She absolutely killed it. Had the best routine, in my opinion. I mean, not only in my opinion, because the whole crowd went nuts for her. She absolutely killed it, and I'm excited what she's going to do next. But no more yapping. Let's just get into the workout because I'm pretty cracked out from the pre-workout. Action Sledge knows how to do it right, so let's go get a pump. Alrighty, so we're going to start with chest. And usually I'll start with pec deck, but I might superset the pec deck into this press just to get as much blood as possible. It's my secondary chest day, so I'm trying to, you know, just stimulate without annihilating as much. So my strength is not as important today. Just trying to bring as much blood as possible. You know, the prep has been pretty easy so far. Like, even though I'm on low food, I'm still able to get decent pumps, so I can't complain, you know. So we're going to probably rip a superset here, and the pec deck just opened. Also, I apologize for the hectic rant at the beginning of the video because I needed to go take a pee, and we're into the gym, and I was trying to get the most stuff out of the way so we could actually focus on the workout today. So let's lock in. Honestly, feeling really good today. My muscle connection's on point, so we're going to have a good workout. We got no excuse. So really been taking every single day of this prep as it is my last day, like before show. So I'm treating every day like it matters. And it's been paying off. Like, you know, every workout, every cardio session, every time I go outside to get steps, I think of it as, you know, this is the time. This is the time to make the most progress before you're really fatigued. And right now the workload is probably at its highest, but the fatigue hasn't saturated as much. So I'm able to just, you know, break through these days, and I'm just trying to keep up as good of a pace as I can right now. So, you know, if I slow down, that's how I know my body's hitting a wall, and we either refeed or get some rest. But overall, this is like the time for me to push. So really getting the most out of my workouts, the most out of everything. And I'm excited for overall the next few weeks. And as you guys know, I have a guest posing coming up, and from today it's in about a week and a half. So this and overall prep update is kind of the topic of today's video. Obviously we're training hard today, but I'm gonna want to plug you guys in on overall the prep. So let's do another set.
You know the vibes out on this side, yeah, you know the vibes. Been in this thing winning rings for a while. Put it to the test, I could win it in a trial. Ain't no need to flex, cause I know you see the style.
Feeling good, man. Got an epic song playing. Hopefully it doesn't pick up too much because YouTube's very weird about copyright. And they are last time pretty loud, but in this case, I don't care. I'm here for the workout. The content is obviously important, but if you can get the good tunes in and good vibes and just enjoy the process, that's all that matters, because I have one goal, and it's the Olympia. No matter what it takes, I'm going to try to give it my all, every workout, every session. Pretty much every minute of the day is written out for me. And that's the attitude that I've been having, and it's been paying off, man. The progress in the last couple of weeks has been amazing. To facilitate the workload, I have improved my recovery dramatically. And, you know, that includes Dante for body work. He's been helping me out a lot. I have Thera boots that I've been hitting at least a couple times a day. Obviously, I had a couple knickknacks here and there, my elbow, my shoulder, and my tendon, like in my hamstring. And all these little things have been stressing me out a little bit. And because of that, I've paid extra care, and it paid off. I don't have anything that's bugging me at this moment. And honestly, recovery has been on point. Like I hit at least 2 sauna sessions a week, at least 1 cold plunge session a week, 1 body work session per week. You know, all these little things, they add up. A lot of work outside the gym as well. You know, posing. I've been doing abs every day and vacuums. It's very, very important. Obviously, there's been a lot more activity and steps. So if you don't recover, you're going to tap yourself out. All right, set number 1, we're going to superset these two. And we got full stacks on both. Actually, not full stack there yet. So I might go up to full stack, but let's just rip one safe set.
Trophy, gotta take it out my face. Yeah, yeah. You ain't serious, then get about the way. This is really what I do, so it's more than just a game. Yeah, yeah. Top 10, not 10. Running up the score to know I'm locked in. You ain't on a team, cause you not him. If you ain't us, then you not them. Yeah, you know the vibes. Been in this thing winning rings for a while. Put it to the test, I could win it in a trial. Ain't no need to flex, cause I know you see the style. Yeah, I know you see the vibes. 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 I stay calm, but I'm confident. I got it, they want it.
All right, so for this one, I'm actually gonna start with this and go back to the pec deck because I figured pec deck felt very easy doing it first. So now that I already have a lot of blood in there, just from one set, we're gonna rotate. So we're gonna start with this, go to that, bring a lot of blood, get like pec major activated or demolished, and then we're gonna go to pec minor, get the upper chest, shoulders, finish off with a nice front raise too. So we'll get all the pec, but with minimal damage basically, because I want to go a little heavier on the main chest day and like really focus on each area a lot. Here it's more of a, you know, kind of a stimulation type of workout. But yeah, the training has been its all-time best, honestly. Feel really good. The knickknacks are going away. I'm pushing as hard as I can in the gym, obviously watching my recovery, and it's been working out. Honestly, I attribute this to being in a good, consistent routine. And my morning routine has been pretty immaculate. You know, I used to have issues with, you know, having to go on that extra walk, get the steps. But what I figured is if I get it all out of the way in the morning, and then I have a clear head going to my workout knowing, you know, I'll get to recover afterwards, I kind of don't feel that pressure of having to go on that fucking walk in 110-degree weather in Texas. So it really makes me feel really good because I'm getting a nice tan for like 30 minutes in peak sunlight. I'm also, it's not as hot yet, so you get that tan without the maximum heat that you get in Texas. And it gets me like energized before my workout. So I've been slowly getting a little bit more tan. Considering I got the guest posing coming up, I'm actually gonna be a little bit more deliberate with that for like the next couple of days, just so I get some sort of color to me, so the tan lays down on me perfectly. And yeah, morning routine has been immaculate. So in order to get the steps, what I do is my 35 minutes of cardio. Well, let me just start from the beginning. I would wake up, take my check-ins, I'm gonna take my stimulants, then I'm gonna go and hit the inversion table for at least 5-10 minutes. Then I'm gonna do my ab workout, superset it with vacuums. But then the stimulant's already hit and I'm doing my cardio for 35 minutes. And while I'm still stimmed out, I do another 35 to 40 minutes of steps. And that fully calms my nervous system down. And I go eat my breakfast at peace. And I'm already pretty much done with all my steps. After that, I do an hour of boots. That's when I do all my posting, usually in my business, get back to people. Usually I get back to people, obviously, while I'm on the toilet I'll be honest, while I'm on the toilet before my check-ins. But if I didn't get to anyone or I need to make posts, I do it when I'm recovering in my boots. After I do the boots, I go on like another 30-minute walk, as I was saying before, to get the sunlight in and finish off the rest of my steps. I come back from the walk, eat my pre-workout meal, and I'm ready to work out. I'm all energized, I'm ready. And honestly, that has been working great. So then after the workout, I get to just figure other stuff out, business, recovery, and it makes the day very structured, and that way, honestly, I've been having best days. I've just been stacking them perfectly. So the prep's been really, really successful so far. Knock on wood.
And I'm prominent. Why start now? Keep running it, yeah, like a running back. I just might go in it or then I'm running back. They gon' wanna replay, they wanna run it back. Cause I done did it in a way nobody ever had. Yeah, you know the vibes. Been in this thing winning rings for a while. Put it to the test, I could win it in a trial. Ain't no need to flex, cause I know you see the style. Yeah, I know you see the vibes. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I know you see the vibes. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I know you see the vibes.
Ooh. Oh, fuck. That got heavy fast. I don't have the unlimited energy of the off season. And then I'm getting some squeezes right after the sets, as Hangi Ramba taught me. That's been bringing in so much blood and helping me get more out of my workouts without adding the extra junk volume and get better pumps, you know. Which honestly, so far in prep, I haven't had issues with my workouts. Like I feel energized, I feel good. Haven't had like low blood sugar workouts. So I can't really complain. The weight is slowly coming down. We're at 228 pounds this morning, 228.1. And we're in a close proximity. I'm probably gonna be a little bit more depleted leading up to that guest posing. But I'm actually excited to see what my physique is gonna look like. Slightly more polished for that guest posing, as I'm gonna clean up the food, like remove artificials and stuff, and bring in slightly more carbs for the guest posing, because I'm excited to, you know, just kind of step on stage, you know, without the pressure of having to compete, and kind of demonstrate what I'm bringing, show the people the physique, get back to the fans. I don't know how many of my actual fans are gonna be there, but I'm hoping that people will be invested in the journey and, you know, could see me leading into the Olympia and kind of create some good entertainment for people. That's what I'm looking forward to. Also, standing next to Terrence is something that, you know, I couldn't miss out on the opportunity. He is the GOAT. He's honestly the best guy in Classic at this time, because he's been second to Chris Lawson multiple times. He's been in the top for so long. His posing is immaculate. He's the best poser of all time. Well, of the modern era, I'd say, in Classic. So standing next to him is such a great opportunity for me, and I'm excited to see what I will look like next to him, and just, you know, trying to grasp some of the knowledge that he has. That would just be awesome for me. But the biggest thing, I think people will find it very entertaining to look at the physique that's not fully there yet, but 8 weeks out from the Olympia. And I feel like people will find it entertaining. You know, the routine that I'm bringing, I'm working really hard on it, and maybe I'll get some routine practice in this video, but might just stay here in the gym. But we'll see. We'll figure it out. But this is something that I've been working on with posing coaches, my friend Jake. And then I have Josiah coming out on Saturday to see me and do some guests and do some posing together. So we'll clean up that routine that I've been working on for the last couple of weeks. And that's what I'm going to present on that Lila Brada Classic stage. So there's been a little pressure to bring something good, because my posing hasn't always been great. So definitely something I've been working on hard to bring up. And what's not better than Lila Brada Classic stage to present the new routine and present the skills that I hopefully improved.
Feel like love's no longer out of reach.
Well, we have almost lost our peg deck machine, but we got it.
I work through the blood, sweat, tears, now I believe. I've been jaded by the moonlight, skyscraper like a spoon, let me scrape the sky. I be chucking if the flavor just ain't right. Sad songs ain't the same in the daylight. Surviving, I guess I'm saying that I got a taste of the dream and it saved my life. Got a taste of the strength that I had inside. It became this mountain I had to climb, but I can't deny. Sometimes I didn't know which way that I should go. It's hard to decide, but inside I knew that I would survive. I knew that I would survive. Now I'm finally free. Feel like I'm finding peace and melody. I'll survive. Feeling like love's no longer out of reach. I'll survive. Even when the sunset deep inside of me.
Trying to get the most out of that pec. Let's move on to the Smith machine. So next up we have this like kind of a hybrid between a shoulder press and an incline press on a Smith machine, which I've been loving lately. And the way I set it up here, I'm trying to get like that top upper shelf as well as a little bit of the front delts without nagging my elbow as much, because that was an issue, but it's getting so much better now. So, you know, just being careful with it, doing rehab and working with Dante for body work has helped me tremendously. And honestly, I have been in this like most perfect spot in prep where everything feels really good and you're making the most progress. Fatigue hasn't kicked in yet. So due to that, I've been having the best workouts lately and really been trying to prioritize the areas that I need to work on. And I used to neglect my front delts just because my chest was so underdeveloped and I needed to, you know, prioritize my chest over that. And now I've balanced out my chest to the point where I need to add more front delts. So I've been adding these in, you know, probably for the last month at least. And this plus, you know, a raise as well. And it's been helping out my fullness overall of this kind of upper area. And can't complain. And, you know, making improvements in prep is the best possible outcome because, you know, that's when you get lean and you could spot, you know, imbalances in the physique or certain areas that you want to improve on. And I have noticed that this kind of area, as well as my rear delts and in the upper body, that's been the focus. Apart from that, we have my hamstrings that they have come up a lot, but I needed to add a little bit more, like, I needed to add a little bit more drop in the side poses. And my depth has always been pretty good in the back, but overall, just adding more volume to the hamstrings also been a priority. So I've been hammering those, been hammering legs a lot, just because some people say I don't have enough of the outer sweep. I try to, you know, listen to any feedback I can get. And I've been hammering my legs a lot, taking advantage of the high energy and good progress that I'm making right now, and just put that all in towards the areas that need to be worked on. And it's been working, obviously. Apart from that, posing has been a big thing that I needed to work on, and putting a lot of my efforts into that as well. Obviously, I already mentioned that, but abdominal control is something that you can never have too much of, and getting your waist smaller as you grow is, you know, it's what you want. It's the best thing. So as you grow, obviously, you're not gonna make your waist smaller per se, but proportionally, if everything else comes up, your weight stays the same, you're gonna make good improvements to your overall look, to your physique, the X frame. And that's what I'm trying not to neglect as I'm growing. Obviously, right now, I'm on low food, so the growing is not happening at a fast rate. It's more of like slight details and, you know, redefinement in my physique. But that redefinement is directed towards the areas that need the most. So, yeah, honestly, have been in a really good locked in spot, really good groove, and makes me really hopeful about this whole Olympia prep. So I hope you guys are as excited as I am and are ready for what's to come. Do a warm-up set here quick.
staying cause I pray about it. Dead serious, your boy never play about it. I just climb to the top, what you say about it? And the movement is love, what you hate about it? Homicide do the most to the fam and no one's clearing the air. Everyone survived but no one getting repaired. When the light shine the brightest, you
feeling fresh. All right, we're gonna add some more weight. Body's been feeling so good. Everything's responding the way it's supposed to. So I'm gonna keep stacking the weights. I believe I could hit 3 or slightly more than 3 plates on this and really just get this upper shelf going. So this is the one movement I try to go heavier on and then pump up on something else. So, you know, as I'm gonna go into that guest pose, I'm gonna try to drop my weights a little bit just so I don't have as much inflammation. So this week is, you know, probably the heaviest I will go in the next, honestly, probably the heaviest I will go for the rest of the prep because, you know, recovery and the overall damage control and injury prevention is the #1 priority for me. That's why I realized, you know, nothing can really stop me except an injury. And I've been through injuries now and I have that experience. So I have a good approach to not getting injured and kind of like setting my ego aside. My physique is my job and I cannot be, you know, validating myself by trying to look better, lift heavier. This is not what I'm doing. This is my career and I take things very seriously now. So let's do as many warm-up sets as it takes because we want to make sure we don't get injured. Because even though it's my first guest posing and I'm very excited for him, my main goal is going to be the Olympia. And Olympia is the pinnacle of bodybuilding. Obviously, everyone wants to get there. And being so blessed to qualify for the Olympia at 21 years old, I could not take this opportunity for granted. And I want to honestly bring my best to date. And that includes not getting injured, having good head on my shoulders, mental state needs to be at an all-time best. That's the only way I could bring the best physique. And if I bring the best physique, I think I will be able to crack into a good place in this year. I don't know what to expect yet exactly, but all I know is that the conditioning is going to be up to par. My skin texture is very thin. I'm hoping to stand out in the lineup. My structure will be able to hang with the best guys. And, you know, my muscularity hopefully is getting up there. So all these factors, all these little factors are coming up. I'm getting more balance. I'm working my downs, you know, the music, but I'm working on my downside. Where's the weaknesses? I'm working on my weaknesses, bringing up my strength, and it's all coming together. So I would not expect anything less than top 10, but we will let God's plan play out and just trusting him at the end of the day. All I can do is work hard every day, stay consistent, stay humble, and things are gonna play out the way they should play out. So we'll see.
Everything is gone, the realest ones will be here. Sometimes I didn't know.
We're not too pumped yet. No veins yet. Don't look.
But inside I knew that I would survive. I knew that I would survive.
Let me inspect.
We're not quite pumped yet, but is it enough to breastfeed or no?
Feed an army with that.
So what's the verdict on the inspection?
10 out of 10. Let me see it work.
Top 5 Chicago Pro verified. But you still look so freaky, and you still have the stage stand on. Like,
I need a
come on, don't make me look bad right now. I'm not even gonna pose next to her. Come on.
Classic physique bro, coming in.
All right, shh. Don't tell him about the transition. Alrighty, we're gonna do one top set here, maybe 1 or 2 back offs. So let's just see how this goes. We're slightly above 3 plates here, so should be good weight to get like 8 to 10. Let's fucking go. Just lift me off, and then at the top, make sure my elbow doesn't fully lock out. So keep it going. If I'm like tapping out, I'm not gonna go all the way up just so my elbow doesn't get involved.
Got it. Just count me down to the front.
Yeah, I get it. 3, 2, 1. Let's fucking go.
Nice. Let's go. Good. Breathe. Up. Yes. Come on.
Let's keep it moving.
Let's go. Push. Let's go.
Come on. Give me one more. Perfect. I stopped before my elbow got engaged. But as you guys see, like, I'm a little worried about the lockout, so I'm not like yanking it to the top. I want to make sure I don't get my elbow to a worse point than it already was. Because at a point, I couldn't even do a tricep extension. But what's helped me a lot was a lacrosse ball into my tricep. Just roll it as hard as you can. Release all the tension here, and it helped me a lot. You know what also helped me a lot? Is shopping and prep. You know, I'm not a big shopper. I rarely get myself things. But when you're so depleted and you want to look for some more dopamine just to keep your spirits up, shopping can definitely help, you know. So if you do shop, I think shopping and prep, it could get a little bit, you know, addictive if you are an addictive personality and you all could get addicted to shopping. I don't get addicted to shopping. I'm big on like Apple products. It's been my dream. It's been my dream to be able to afford Apple products when I lived in Ukraine. So whenever I get myself like an iPad or Apple Watch, or I recently just got AirPod Maxes 2, which I just picked up this morning with the Apple Watch. Yeah, I did. But that's why I'm so freaking blissed. Like, I'm so happy right now because these things just make me happy. And I'm not big on clothing or anything, but Dark Sport always helps me out with that. And I'm actually getting a Dorian Yates shirt soon, so that's sick. But apart from that, you know, I bought myself new cardio shoes. So the Vomeros, these are really good. And honestly, I've been due for shoes for so long, especially for cardio shoes. And these have helped me a lot with cardio. So definitely valid purchase. And I'm being very strategic about it. You know, I don't buy stuff that I don't need. And these are like just a couple purchases I made. And they're honestly specifically for prep. The one thing I did get that was more of a fun thing, I got matching Jordans for me and Maddie, like light blue. We're not wearing them right now, but they are pretty cool. Couple gifts for Maddie. And a mutual gift for both of us is a Sonic ice machine maker that's coming on Friday. So Maddie's obsessed with that, and I became an addict too. So now we're gonna have one at our house. I'm so excited because in prep, chewing on some ice with some Axe and Sledge EAAs with code SWL, nothing gets better, bro. Like, genuinely. So these are just some of the purchases that I made, and I haven't made anything that's stupid or not helpful in prep. But you know, might as well get them when you will make the most use out of them. So, you know, I'll save my money in the off season to whatever, invest, or I really want to plan out a trip for me and Maddie. So for now, you know, anything that could aid me in prep is very useful. So let's just hit it back offset here. We're gonna go for 275 since Maddie's still here, she can spot me. And yeah, we're gonna move on to some more shoulders and arms because we gotta get that pump, baby. Yeah, I did. Should notice I stole the 5s, or no? I stole 5s from Maddie. Because, you know, I couldn't just go for 3. Like, I've done 3 so many times. We needed a little PR for the video today. I'm sorry, guys. The ego fucking kicked in. I'm kidding, bro. 5s, come on. Yeah, Maddie, how is this as a gift for you? Speaking of purchases, should I get a bra? Just kidding.
Right there.
But honestly, I found out the best thing is not buying gifts or receiving gifts. It's getting them for other people. And we're gonna sauce her out. So if I get another prep dopamine depletion phase where I'm like, I need to purchase something, we're gonna drip Maddie out more and more. But I think keeping it just 2 healthy amounts is a good little cheat code in prep. So spend your money on supplements, equipment, and recovery stuff like TheraBoots. That's very helpful, and you know, purchase towards your goal is an investment in your future. So be smart about it, use it to your advantage. Don't become a shopping addict, because everything could be anything could be an addiction if you make it that way. I'm already addicted to the gym, so we'll just stay here.
Said I'm taking big shots, just stop where I'm driven.
Whew, feeling good today, man. I ain't gonna lie, like the amount of food I'm getting is like the perfect amount to keep losing weight at a good rate, and I feel energized still. Like my food has gotten as low as 270 carb, and we've had that since probably 15 weeks out. I have a base diet that's like 300, and then like low diet's 270, basically the same thing. So most of the time we do the low diet, and you know, I'm flat depleted most of the time, but it's still enough to train. And honestly, I don't even feel hunger all that much because I went to 6 meals a day at the end of my off season, just because at the peak of my off season it was hard to get 6 meals in, and now 6 meals is actually perfect because it keeps me eating every couple hours, and whenever I get hungry, I'm ready to eat my next meal. So I still don't have that persistent feeling of hunger, and honestly, I could definitely make this diet work for the next 9 more weeks. Like it's definitely easy. I don't think it's gonna go much lower, just because we're still moving the scale. Yeah, we have a lot of cards to play with, a lot of things to deploy still. So I don't think I'm gonna need to be dropping the food much lower. And this has been sustainable and giving me enough energy to function and work out. So apart from that, having some refeeds like every week to every 2 weeks has been bringing me back to life whenever I do hit a wall with weight. I go up a couple pounds, set a new set point, get leaner at the same weight, and then slowly drop down to a new low. So kind of been working this push-pull method already since we are pretty close to stage lean. And it's been working. Plus we'll get to practice peaking a couple times with a peaking seminar, and slightly with the guest posing. We're not going to go too crazy on the guest posing just because we have one goal in mind, and it's the Olympia. But we're going to still make sure we show up how we should show up for the guest posing.
Pissed off, this hot, I ain't playing like a 6-fight. Pissed off, but I told him this a chip shot. I ain't missing cause you know I'm taking big shots. Just stop where I'm driven, no pissed offs. This hot, I ain't playing like a 6-fight. Pissed off, but I told him this a chip shot. I ain't missing cause you know I'm taking big shots. They been trying to get me cheap like a thrift shop, but I told them it's my time to the wristwatch. They been talking way before they even doing something. If they wanna play, let's get a tip off. Ain't no silver lining, dog.
Can't wait to get the arm pump and shoulders. That's gonna be exciting.
Yeah, I get it bouncing like a pogo. And I'm too cold like Frozone. And my chick elastic, girl. Told them we ain't in the faking, this ain't plastic, girl. Bought a new whip and cash, now my taxi thorough. Way I'm shooting like step, I'm a passive, bro. The way I'm playing the field, I'm in a league of my own. And now they all in their fields. I got them all on my phone. But dog, I'm hitting the climb, I got no time on the low. Way I'm shooting is messy, the way I'm hitting the goals. I'm taking big shots, just stop. Way I'm driven, no piss stops. This hot, I ain't playing like a 6-fight. Pissed off, but I told him this a chip shot. I ain't missing cause you know I'm taking big shots. Just stop, when I'm driven, no pissed off. This hot, I ain't playing like a 6-5. Pissed off, but I told him this a chip shot. I ain't missing cause you know I'm...
All right, chest cooked, front delts cooked. Now we're moving on to arms. So we're gonna do 3 supersets for arms. Nothing too crazy because I've been slightly overdoing my volume, so I gotta start watching that so I don't run myself into the ground. So 3 supersets, probably 3 sets each. And we're gonna start with a nice tricep extension, probably on this. But we're gonna isolate single arm, but do it simultaneously. So each cable in each arm like this. You're gonna superset that with a straight bar or maybe easy bar cable curl. Then we're gonna go into a preacher curl, superset with a tricep push down. And then we're probably gonna do, if there's something overhead, if my elbow allows me to, superset with either hammer curl or, depending on how my bicep feel, maybe we'll do more of a what's it called, like a short head focused, so more of like a higher elbow curl, depending how that feels, because I already did hit some brachialis with some hammer curls earlier this week. So let's get to it. I'm not gonna be talking much. It's time to lock the fuck in, and after that we're gonna finish up with some side delts just to finish off our shoulder, arm, and chest day.
I just left, but you know I'm coming back though. And you know I don't play by my rags though. Now go and turn it up to the max, whoa. Send a paper to me now like a fax, whoa. Got 2 phones ringing out the hood now. When I'm in the city, I get looks now. I was going bad, but I'm good now. Said I had to go and put my foot down. Told them I'ma get it and go. Nah, even in the summer, man, they knowing I'm cold. I got a couple checks coming.
All right. That's how you know the workout's coming to an end. You gotta make sure you finish your intra by the time you do your last exercise, or should I say before you do your last exercise. So that way you still have another 15-30 minutes for it to fully hit and get the rest bits of the pump. Now that I did 2 sets already, 1 warm-up, 1 semi-working, I'm gonna do my heaviest set now because I'm warmed up and want to make sure my elbow feels good before I go to like my heavy set. But again, on arms, there's nothing like a top set and back off. Some people like to do that on arms as well, but I just think it's excessive. Your arms they don't know what you're doing. Like maybe if it helps you track, yeah. But in my opinion, arms are one of those muscles that they grow for volume. I'll be honest. Just like your shoulders. You'll see the biggest guy in the gym lifting same amount of weight as your, ego lifter, science-based fucking lifter. So they must be doing something right. One more, baby. While biceps working, triceps are resting. So you're ready to go for your next set. No time for wait. Get the most We're feeling the pump now. Bro, I didn't even have pump. Bro, I literally only had pump in my hamstrings at that time. I was surprised too. I'm like, what the Bro, to me, you look like the roundest dude ever. I don't know. I don't know where you see it. I feel like skinny.
I'm just a big white boy.
It's, bro, because you got all that food in you, bro. All right. Well, getting a compliment for Jordan Hutchison is pretty crazy, bro. This guy just qualified for the Olympia by winning Portugal. Big Evolution Man, or whatever it's the show called. But he told me I should do it too. That seems like a fun show. So we're going to rip the top set now that we have extra motivation boost.
that money, it felt like a pizza. I get it and split with my partners. Look here, I'm moving with flavor. My business, you can't even learn it in college. I've been through hell, I've been in this skillet with fire, and that's why I'm popping. Hold up, little homie, please don't get up on me. Don't mess up the aura, I ain't anybody. Do my little dance while I think about God goodness. They thought I was tripping or popping the molly. You out there copying swag, wrapped up in corny, little homie, you look like tamale. Some of y'all going out sad, I get up, go get it. I ain't finna wait for nobody. Pushing myself to the limit. If I never give up, I'ma win it. Pushing myself to the limit. If I never give up, I'ma win it. Pushing myself to the limit. If I never give up, I'ma win it. Pushing myself to the limit. Pushing myself to the... Yeah, I must be blind cause the way that it's looking, I'm trying, but I don't see no competition. I got success in my future, man, how do I know it? This prophecy, no premonition. I'm not afraid of your partners, they talk a big game, but they really just softer than linen. They ain't wanna give me no A for the style that I made, so dog, I had to invent it. I gotta push to the limit. If I want it, I gotta go get it. I gotta push to the limit. I ain't never take nothing they give it. Self-paid, God made, I change, I say no way. I got blood of champion all in my veins. Turn up the city, turn up the city. Might start a ride, they better come get me. I got the ball and I'm running it straight through the door. I ain't stopping until I'm a 50. Way I be switching them styles, I probably won't run out of flavor until I turn 60. 7 times 70, I forgave all of my doubters. It's how I know God finna bless me. Pushing myself to the limit. If I never give up, I'ma win it. Pushing myself to the limit. If I never give up, I'ma win it. Pushing myself to the limit. If I never give up, I'ma win it. Pushing myself to the limit. Pushing myself to the limit. Pushing myself to the limit. Pushing myself to the limit.
Texas, by way of Ukraine, representing Dallas, Texas. I'm stepping on stage at this guest posing next week, and I'm very excited for him, and I'll bring you guys along. So thank you guys for watching the video. This is a wrap. I appreciate all for keeping up with the journey. Now we're 9 weeks out from the Olympia, and every single day matters. Every cardio session, every training session, every meal I'm intaking, everything is directed towards one goal, stepping on the Olympia stage at my best ever. And even though this guest posing is exciting, I can't let it take away from the overall direction of this prep. However, I am going to bring something special, and I hope you guys come out and watch me guest pose in Houston, Texas, August 1st at Lila Brada Classic at Marriott Woodlands. So I appreciate you all for watching. Thank you for keeping up with the journey. I wouldn't be able to do any of this without you guys, and you using my code on Elevate, Marek Health, and Access Legend Dark Sport. Everything allows me to keep doing this and as a full-time gig, and I couldn't be more grateful for that. Being tired from the work that you put towards something bigger is the biggest blessing, and I'm super grateful to be doing this every day, working towards this one goal, and hopefully inspiring you guys along the way. So I want to keep rambling all about it because it's so exciting, and the Olympia is coming very soon. And now, as we're 9 weeks out, I'll repeat myself every single day, every single second counts, and I'm giving it my all. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe, like, comment, hit that hype button too, and don't forget the bell ring notification so you guys keep up with the updates. So thank you all for watching. Support me on Instagram, TikTok, everywhere. Dude, I could just keep yapping to you guys. I'm just so happy. The workout was great. I am very flat though, so I don't have the craziest look right now, but you know, prep comes in stages and you're not gonna look your best at all times, but all that matters is that on that day X at the Olympia, we're gonna look incredible. We're gonna make that weight and get that 219 weight cap. We're gonna fucking kill it. So peace out, guys.